Hi there, it's Jojo Cigar back for another cigarette review, and tonight I got another German brand. HB, Habe is the German pronounce it. It stands for Haus Bergmann. Um, it's part of British American Tobacco Group. It was introduced by British American Tobacco Group in 1955, and I guess it was kind of British American reaction to the introduction of more and more filtered cigarette brands like Winston was introduced in 1954. So Haus Bergmann here, and it quickly became a very largely sold cigarette in Germany. From 1959 to 1985, it was the best-selling brand in Germany, and even for a time starting in 1975, it was the most sold brand in Europe. And not because it was available in Europe, but because it was the most sold cigarette in Germany. And Germany being such a big market, this was the most popular brand. At one time it had a market share of approximately 17% of the whole cigarette market. Okay, take a look at the packet. Nice packet with hasn't changed much since the very beginning. Little raised line on it. It's kind of reflective also. Little crown here. Yeah, very nice looking pack. I like it. HB King Size Cigarette, classic blend with balanced HB taste. Um, yeah, the real name for this one is not HB Red, it's HB Classic Blend. So, tar and nicotine ratings: 10 milligrams of carbon monoxide, 10 milligrams of tar, and 0.8 milligrams of nicotine. So pretty standard. It's got a German barcode, and it says here made in Germany. So really nice. Again, a little reminder here. That's it. I bought this packet, and it says classic blend just under the tax stamp here, but I'm not gonna scratch this one off. I bought this pack in Luxembourg. It's also sold there. It's the only two countries I know who still sell HB cigarettes, and there it cost me at the time €5.25. It was not so long ago. Prices quickly risen to, I guess it was 5.70 a pack. This is a packet of 25, and now it's recently I just saw it's 6.25. So €1 more in less than a year. Chill there. Got a little flakes tobacco everywhere. So stay for the next part. Long intro. So, okay, take a look at the cigarette. It says HB in well, black contoured letters, just like here. Just yeah, it's not in black. It's a white background and a black around it. HB. So simple as that. HB has Bergmann. Wouldn't expect to say anything else. Maybe king size or classic blend on it. Smells good. Smells kind of like a Lucky Strike or a Marlboro, very similar to those. Kind of a sweet tobacco smell. Well, let's go on to it, but standard looking cork style paper with it's not a line of perforation, it's more like, yeah, I don't know, multiple lines but really small holes. It's not one or multiple lines, it's just like there is no organization in them. Organization? I don't know. I'm very sorry, but for the moment I don't know why, but I cannot put more notification annotations on the screen or so. So if I make a mistake, I have to either redo it or just kind of carry on, whatever. So if I make a mistake from pronunciation or something, hope you can understand what I say sometimes. Organization, I guess. To organize, so Not sure on this one. Okay, first drag. Quite like it. It's kind of an American blend type cigarette. Really classic cigarette. Really, yeah, not so far from Lucky Strike if you live in Europe. Not so far from Marlboro. It's kind of that. A little lighter maybe. A tad lighter than in taste than a Lucky Strike. Well, let's take a drag inhale this one. A nice full one. Goes down easily. No problem at all. Don't know if the light's set up here. This is a good setup for me. Has a good taste, a bit lighter. It's not very sweet, but it's got kind of a hint of sweetness. It's really not that Gitan type of really rough tobacco, very kind of it's not an additive-free cigarette, but it's kind of a very, I wouldn't say natural taste. It's kind of similar to the Belga I reviewed also. But it's got, yeah, little flavorings in them. Be a touch of cocoa powder and stuff like that. They mix in the blend. It's a rather fast burning cigarette, but not so much, you know. I'm just smoking G10 blondes for the moment, and they burn super fast. LG smoke is quite right on these. These, they tend to burn a little slow. As I started my 100 subs video with smoking this one, and when I watched it before uploading, well, I could take many puffs out of it before it's over. Yeah, kind of similar to a Lucky Strike cigarette. And the components, the materials, paper, the cork style and stuff, it's the same as in a Lucky Strike cigarette, exactly the same, or almost exactly the same paper and stuff. That is with big companies. It's more often it's the same, yeah, the same paper, the same filters, the same glue used, the same everything. Like so, you have like a Chesterfield and Marlboro. It's got almost the exact same. It's the exact same cigarette, but with a different tobacco blend, different tobacco quantity. But for yeah, the other main parts, you know, tobacco is a big one, but also paper and filter, tipping paper. It's the same as in a Lucky Strike. And most cigarettes in the made by British American Tobacco Group have used the same materials. You take like the Amos cigarettes I reviewed from Italy, Monopolio di Stati. MS cigarettes, they used, it was basically the same cigarettes in hand. Yeah, except for the tobacco blend and the taste. It's kind of very, I wouldn't say mild, but it hasn't got any harshness in the mouth or in the throat. It's just as a medium strength cigarette. Well, full strength one for Europe, but medium strength overall. Medium strength, yeah. It's kind of a good one. I smoked the pack quite easily and quite fast, like in less than 2 days it was over. I saved just 2 cigarettes for the review. And I'm sorry for not uploading so many videos nowadays because I was ill, completely ill, like a full indigestion last week, and yeah, I couldn't do any review and stuff, so just smoke the less I could, maybe 5 a day or something. It just didn't went well with it didn't go well with smoking and stuff. I didn't feel good. So it's the second day I'm feeling alright. For this one, I'm quite sensitive to, I don't know, to infections and stuff. Well, it's also got a good nicotine amount. I've smoked them first in the morning, and even now, haven't had a cigarette for like 2 or 3 hours. Yeah, I don't smoke that much, in fact. It's a very pleasant cigarette. It's got a good taste. Highly recommend it. In Germany, I guess the price now is either €5.10 or €5.20 for a packet of 19, and €6.25 for 25 in Luxembourg. So that puts it up at €5 for 20 cigarettes in Luxembourg. So kind of a nice price. It's a little in Germany. It's a little more expensive than Marlboros. No, the same price as Marlboro. If it's 5.10, 5.20, I can't remember. In Germany, and yeah, same price as Marlboro. And it was kind of a very popular cigarette in Germany. Until 1985, it was the most sold cigarette in Germany. Of course, after that, it was Marlboro, but before that time, this was the first real popular cigarette in Germany. And yeah, very similar to like the Winston history, with also advertisement with H.B. Mencken, a little guy, and it's the same story in the advertisement as in Hamlet advertisement. If you haven't watched any of those, I suggest you do it, because it's, those are fun advertisements. Search for H.B. Mencken. Guy always tries to do simple tasks, and it always goes wrong. Sorry, it always goes wrong. Always goes wrong. Oh, can't talk. Always goes wrong, and then so the little HB symbol with a little. It's like a triangle with a head and a wig. Comes in and says, "Halt!" and why freak out? Let's take a cigarette. Light up life. It's the same as in Woodbine advertisement. Yeah, light up life. Light up a cigarette. Well, I guess this is it for this review. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It's really pleasant to smoke. I wouldn't say. Yeah, it could be my everyday smoke, but I don't live in Germany first. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see why they are not as popular as they are. They still have a market share of 3.5%. But compared to 17%, it's nothing. But still very widely sold cigarette in Germany. I read it's got the reputation to be a kind of an Opa cigarette, no granddad cigarette, because everybody smoked them. They went out of fashion, as most local brands. It's got the fold's got HB made in Germany all over it. It's kind of more like a clothy foil than metallic foil. Well, that was it. A very good cigarette, 9 out of 10. Just because, yeah, it's a little more pricey. And if I'm in Germany, why not? If in Germany, why not pick this one instead of a Lucky Strike? It's almost the same taste, and it's a little lighter in taste than a Lucky Strike. It's a very good one. Not forgetting anything. Thanks for watching. Thanks a lot. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Yeah, see you for the next one. And remember, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, as long as you aim well.